Alright, welcome back. We are in session, I'm calling this 47.2 because the last one I called 47.1 because they are halfies. The dragon did dive bomb the mule in the beginning of the last session, and with its dive bomb attack, it picked up the mule and flew another 40 feet down the path to start munching, not knowing the group exists at this point. You guys did a great stealth check to dash stealth another 120 feet up the path while the dragon was distracted and feasting. No problem there. The sounds of its crunching, the sounds of possible wind and snow, you're good. You guys made it to the door to the keep, and you entered. We did establish you guys summoned a dawn, I think, under the sheets, and we are saying that we are currently at the end of the second minute of the full 10 minutes that a dawn will exist, because there was also some discussion with the people you found inside. You guys found horses that were saddled. I think there were 4 horses that were saddled. You found 3 humanoids that have been here for a few days. You guys had a discussion. It didn't go great. The group that you encountered laid claim to whatever the dragon had as far as treasure, whatever, and that did not sit well with you. You said no. There was a loud boom, like an explosion outside of the stable door, kind of near where you entered, followed by a dragon's roar. The boom and the dragon roar distracted y'all enough that when you turned back, the people that you were talking to were gone. Not like poofs, no like smoke, like a magician thing, but they just weren't in vision range anymore. And that is where we left off. And given that you have some kind of a time, it's not, you can do whatever you want, but a dawn only exists for another 8 minutes before you have to resummon. Not that you can't resummon again pretty easily, but up to you.
Okay, and the door's closed, and the dragon just landed outside, correct?
The door to the stable, I believe you guys did close it. The dragon, as far as you know, is still in that direction. You can probably hear it huffing and puffing with not really a whole lot of difficulty.
Yes, and also, Adon cast Aid on Sarissa, Rio, and Bugdob,
Okay.
and they all have the 15 temporary hit points.
15? Oh, it was a level 3 8 or level...
Yeah, it was a level 4.
Four?
He threw down a level 4 Aid.
Okay, so make sure you guys have that noted. I mean, D&D Beyond has that feature.
Yeah,
so.
you could use that in D&D Beyond if you want.
Not for Bugdob, obviously, but...
Yeah.
Alright.
Wait, what was that about Bugdob? Sorry, I was writing.
He has 15 temporary hit points.
Okay,
just like
yeah.
you.
Okay, I got it wrote down. I got it on my...
Make sure that you have it for yourself as well.
Oh, yes, that's probably a good idea.
And you can do that in D&D Beyond, so... Alright,
Yeah.
Rio is at a door. I do not remember if you had already opened the door that your token is at right now. Or you're listening, or what are you doing?
Listening.
Okay. You hear the dragon kind of huffing about still to your north, outside. You don't hear anything else. Aside from maybe like the horses kind of getting nervous, your mules getting nervous. Bugdob, you can hear Bugdob kind of excitedly, like breathing a little bit heavier. It feels like I haven't used my weapons in a long time. I'm ready.
Me too.
So we'll call that one turn. Anybody else doing anything?
It's a plan.
Quite the rousing session we're having right now. Having. Why can't I say have?
Well, I think I'd better make a perception check to listen at that door.
I gave you the results of your listening, even with a nat
Ah,
20. Yeah, that's all you hear.
very good. Thank you.
Yeah. I'm looking at the map here, and we're just gonna pause because like no time passing during this question. The barrels.
Yes.
I recall. I think you gave Bugdob 2 of them to carry.
Yes.
Is he currently still carrying them? Are the rest of you carrying any?
No, we set them down on the floors next to
Okay.
ourselves.
Nope,
Copy.
not me.
Not me.
Okay. Moving on. Turn 2.
Guys, the dragon is outside. We can throw these. We can have Bugdob throw these barrels on it. Open the door and have him throw the barrels right on the dragon, and then light it up.
We could do that. We could go over there and throw one and see what happens.
This might be the best possible place to fight right here.
All right, let's.
If we just open the door and start the fight with the dragon, then we're in defensible situation, and we have the barrels right here.
All right, let's sneak down there. I can crack the door open so Bugdob can lob one of the barrels at the dragon. We can have Rio, do his hoodoo voodoo magic fire, set it on fire with the whatever it's called we have, and then we can slam the door and see what happens. Does that sound like a plan?
Sure, or I could throw a fireball also to set it off.
Yeah. Let's so Rio, that stuff that we have, it's not fairy fire, it's called or is it called fairy's fire?
The
Alchemist
fire?
Yeah. Like, do we want to do that, or do we want to, and
That's
then
one way.
depending on, yeah, and depending on what happens, let's say, and we could queue up for the next one, and if this really distracts the dragon, and it's pissed and it's roaring and flailing around, we could then chuck the second barrel out at it, and then you can do that fairy fire on top of that, because that's going to cause, because we're in a stone structure, so we should be able to, as long as we stay ducked in there and stuff, we should be just fine. Plus we're throwing it down, so we want to try that, then see what the dragon does. Yes, no.
Sounds good to me. This is it.
Right.
The moment has come.
All right, let's go do that. Dawn, I think you should be ready for any healing, just in case. Rio, do you want to be in charge of the alchemist fire for that first barrel?
Yep.
And then Neil, you get queued up for just depending on what the dragon does. If it looks like you can just drop the fire bead on it, I do think throwing that second barrel out there will help keep the fire going. But if it looks like
remember,
yeah,
things might not be what we expect.
yeah, well, and if it looks like the dragon's gonna fly off or something, there's no point wasting the fire bead or more oil if he's gonna take off. But if he looks like, he's thrashing around, or he's on his back, or he's doing something weird, not going anywhere, we can try to nuke him again where he's at. And we saw, wasn't there an imp that tends to hang out on his back also? So keep an eye open for that thing.
In case it does anything for your strategy, you do remember seeing arrow slits in the walls.
Oh, okay.
Which, you you think you could fire from there, you could throw the alchemist fire from there.
Okay. Perfect.
In case that is something.
That was up on the next floor up, right?
Yeah.
So why don't we get ready to do that? We get Rio all situated up to do the alchemist fire, and we could have Neil up there too, and then Sarissa and Bugdog could be down below. I vote we have Dawn down with us, and then I'll swing the door open.
Sure.
Bugdog can chuck the oil. Rio can do the alchemist fire, and if it looks like the dragon's going to stay put and he's thrashing around, we can have Bugdog throw that second barrel, and then Neil can lob the fire bead on him. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so to keep track of a dawn timer right now, I'm going to say generously that all of that discussion was in character and happened in a minute. So we have 7 minutes of a dawn left. Yeah. And we're going to keep you kind of sort of in initiative, not initiative, but each turn, if you're going to dash, let me know, but you're going to move your character or characters or whatever.
Yeah, turn. Like how far away is the upstairs? Like, how long is it going to take them, or would we be better off having everybody just trying to do it down here, out this door, so we're not wasting...
You currently don't know anything about the upstairs, aside from there is a bridge, and there are arrow slits.
Upstairs, but there's none down here.
Yeah, I would say there's not. I think the way the layout is, there wouldn't be.
So do you want to waste time with you guys trying to go upstairs, or do we just want to do it here at the door?
At the door.
Yeah, because if you guys go upstairs, we don't know where the other guys are. We don't know where anybody is. Blah, 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 blah.
Okay. Yeah, let's stick together.
Yeah, like we can just stick together, yank the door open at everybody, and we'll real quickly we'll move the one horse down. Like, so there's this front stall is empty. We don't need a horse in here flipping out, so we can get in here. Let's do that.
What I'm going to say, in the process of 2 full turns, you can move the horses where you want them, yourselves where you want them, the mules where you want them. We'll call it 2 turns. And then on the 3rd turn, if you think you're ready, we can blow this popsicle stand.
Yeah, let's do that. So get down here and get in place, Rio. Same with you, Neil. We'll have Bugdog and Sarissa will be kind of standing back, and like I'll pull the door open, and then and then Bugdog can hurl the thing and like drop to the ground and crawl out of the way so he can grab another barrel while Rio fires off the alchemist fire. And then Neil, you can be peeking out, and if it looks like the dragon's staying in place, yell fire in the hole, and we'll have Bugdog chuck another barrel, and then you can lob the bead. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like we're working together.
With the size of the doorway, Bugdog can for sure easily chuck 1 barrel. You also suspect it would be a little bit risky about him doing both at the same time. Like it will require a check. But he could theoretically do 2.
No, he's gonna chuck the one.
I'm just giving you information. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so if the dragon looks like it's gonna stay put, we can chuck the second one. If it looks like the dragon's taken off or something, there's no need to waste the barrel or the fire bead on him. If he's just gonna
is a Dawn built for strength at all, or is he built for casting?
Casting.
Okay, so he would probably struggle to chuck a barrel. Sarissa, on the other hand, could theoretically chuck a barrel right after Bugdog does. So like in the same turn.
Well, so we have a Dawn up close. We could have a Dawn be the guy that pulls the door open, and Sarissa could be standing behind. And so if Neil gives the go ahead after Bugdog has thrown his barrel, he gets out of the way so Sarissa can be there ready to then throw her barrel if Neil says, go, versus no, he's taken off. You know what I mean?
Do you guys want me to say the door opens outward like I think it normally should, or do you want me to roll for it to see if it's in or out?
Seems like it would open out because it's an outbuilding.
That makes sense to me too.
Yeah. So
Okay.
he can open it out, and and literally if it opens out, then it's like
He would open it
Chuck.
and run.
Well, he would open it out, and Bug Dog would chuck and then move out of the way. We could have Rio, and then if it looks like the dragon's not going anywhere, Neil could be like, okay, and Sarissa could then step up, chuck her barrel, get out of the way so that Neil can then get his fire bead in there on it. But if it looks like the dragon's taken off, Neil could just be like Ixnay, which means don't waste the oil. The dragon's taken off. We got to come up with another plan. We just shut the door and wait for, if that makes sense. Because for as clumsy as this.
That all sounds fine. But Adon, I think,
Yeah.
would prefer to be back towards the back. I think he can just. He
Okay.
Can stay.
So Adon is not
Yeah.
opening the door?
I don't see why. Bugdop can just open the door at the same
Okay.
time. Can't he? I don't see
No
why we
worries.
need Adon to do it.
No, yeah. It's up to you guys.
Yeah. Well,
yeah,
we just need to
Adon
have-
wants to be hang back where he can heal people.
Okay. Well, we'll have Neil or Rio ready to yank the door closed. You know what I mean? Like if they have to.
Once
Okay.
again, I didn't expect this much extra planning, so once again, being very generous, another minute of Adon is passed, so he has 6 full minutes left.
So
Let's
okay,
go.
let's do this. So Rio, you get ready with your alchemist fire, and then Neil, you get ready with your fire bead, and Sarissa and Bugdob. So Bugdob could chuck his first, or Sarissa could chuck the first barrel too, and then get a good read on what's going on. Now Sarissa will be lined up, and if there's a second one, she'll roll into place, and Bugdob will just drop out of the way and get out of the way immediately as soon as he's thrown his barrel, so he's not in the way.
Okay, so who is going to do the first thing?
So, Rio, do you want to
I was going to say, don't move other people's tokens unless they want you to. Except for Bugdop, because you are Bugdop. Rio, are you with us?
Yep, ready to go.
Where do you want to be? You want to be right at the door?
Right by the door.
So Bugdub has to roll a barrel through you?
I think I can get skinny. I'm an elf after all.
He is an ogre. It is a 5-foot door.
It has to be bigger
Mm.
than that, or how do they get the horses in there?
And the barrel
horses
is
are
how
not
wide?
5 feet wide.
Oh, 5 feet
Barrels.
wide. Okay.
What was your question, Rio?
The barrel is how wide?
If like it's being rolled? I don't remember how big pony kegs are, but I think 2 feet tall if it's standing on its, its butt. I would assume it's 2 feet wide when rolled. I mean, 2 feet sounds about right for a pony keg, right?
Right. And
Probably
an
those
elf
small.
is a foot thick.
No, an elf is not a... Well, if you're flat... Okay, guys, come on.
So I'm standing back. Let's go.
Right, okay. For no reason at all, Rio is right in the doorway as Bugdob tries to throw a barrel past him. And... Why is this thing lit up? Hold on a second.
I've already moved my
There you go.
character back.
It's not showing up on the screen. But maybe I have to refresh.
Yeah.
Shall I send you a screenshot to show I did?
No, I'm refreshing.
I refreshed. It's not.
Yeah, you're
changing
still in the
for me
same...
either.
You're still in the doorway. Let me just
So
say,
weird.
you are confident that you can throw an alchemist fire 40 feet. So you have no reason to be in the doorway. Can I just say that so we can move on?
Okay.
Like, the dragon is 20 feet from the door. Not that you guys can see that, but you can hear it's pretty close. Bugdog chucks his barrel, moves theoretically back the way Sarissa is moving him. So barrel number 1. The dragon, let's see if he is at all smart about this. Ooh, 17, but I think it's -3. So you're going to have, I think, 1 round.
Stupid worm.
Yeah. You're going to have this round pretty much only to get all of your barrels rolled if you want them, or decide if you just want Rio to shoot the fire now. But it looks like the dragon looks at it. Rio can see this because the door's open. But the dragon's just
I
unfurling
don't see anything yet.
Oh wait, you don't see anything on the screen?
I see blackness. Refreshing.
You guys
I
can
still see the interior is black.
You might have to zoom out and look at a different section of the map.
I zoomed out and looked down the map, and I still see darkness.
But the rest of you can see non-cloud. Okay.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, then we'll theater of the mind it. Maybe refresh the page, but you see.
Well, I see.
What? You can see it now?
No. What do I see?
I was about to say that. You see, depending on where your character is, the dragon with the barrel at its feet, looking at the barrel, noticing the door is opened, looking through the door, starting to unfurl its wings.
I have a target. Target acquired.
I think just give me. I don't know if you have proficiency with throwing alchemist fire bottles, but we're just gonna say it's a normal ranged attack. I think, or to be an improvised thrown weapon. I don't know the rules about improvised thrown weapons, but
Well, we
I'll
could
probably
say
just
that I
proficiency.
lash it to an arrow,
okay.
or I use my sling.
I would
both of which
say-
provide efficiency.
You could tie it to an arrow easily.
Okay.
So take your shot.
And that's a 15.
I would say that hits a barrel,
Mm-hmm.
and the dragon will roll the dex save. That is a 4. So I would say, Rio, you can roll 7d6.
Woohoo! Nice.
Holy shit.
I had to look it up because I had no idea how to do the damage on an exploding barrel.
D6.
Right? Yeah.
You would say it's like akin to a smaller fireball, maybe.
Yeah. And you're
86.
queued up, aren't you, Neil?
This is like
to throw
Donkey Kong.
The fire bead? Oh my goodness. That is 6 times 7. Total, what's that?
42 tops.
42? Jesus. I can't hear you, John. Rio?
No, I don't think he's talking. I
Okay.
think he's rolling.
And I'm perplexed by trying to change back to light mode because I can't see where the dice on the lower left corner are.
It did that to me also, John. Yeah. Turn it on the light mode and then that shouldn't be a problem.
Right, and I'm trying to turn it back.
I had to refresh a couple times. Or if you have to, just pull out some real dice. Speaking of, where are my Yahtzee dice? Huh.
Do you have physical dice that you can roll?
No.
Or use another computer?
76.
Yeah. Discord has a dice roller if you want to use that. It's Avray. It's the Avray channel.
That's right.
Where?
Avray channel, AVRAE, in the kind of like halfway down the D&D section. You type /R space 7D6, I think is the command.
I don't see that. Dang it.
Or you can just go on Google and type in like simulated dice roller. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. I know what I'm getting you for Christmas, John. You're getting dice. Real ones.
I've got them. They're packed.
I can't find my Yahtzee dice anywhere. Now I'm stressed out. I just realized that.
Sweet, I just got a natural 1 out of the way rolling randomly.
Nuts. See? Get them out of the way.
Yep.
Okay, 76.
70s.
This says 18.
Oh, that's right.
Alright. The barrel explodes at Cryovin's feet and does a good amount of damage to her. I want to say her. Let's go with her. And while it's reeling, you guys are still kind of in the same surprise-ish turn.
Can Sarissa chuck her? I mean, it looks like it's writhing around and stuff. It's not, because if it looks like it's just writhing around and not automatically taking off, Sarissa will chuck her barrel.
Well, based on its initiative roll, it is currently looking like it wants to take off, but it has not yet. Like, it's reeled back from the explosion, wings have just kind of shot out, but it's like shocked. So it's up to you.
So well, Sarissa got a very low roll.
Yep.
So are we in initiative order, or did we get a surprise round because it didn't?
This is sort of kind of a surprise round.
Okay, so Sarissa can chuck her barrel if she wants. So Sarissa's just gonna be gonna say, "Get ready, Neil," and she wants to chuck her barrel directly at it, so Neil can let his little fire bead go.
Okay.
Just kind of real quick, and hopefully, yeah. So she'll chuck it. It's only 20 feet.
All right. Pony keg. Wait, why aren't we saying? Now all of a sudden Google doesn't want to tell me how much a pony keg weighs. It's giving me corny keg, 6th barrel.
I think aren't they like 15 gallons or something like that? A little pony keg is like 15 gallons, and an 8.43 gallon. Well, for water would be like 80. It'd be like 120 pounds, maybe.
It's a quarter barrel. It's a quarter barrel keg.
Yeah.
Barrel keg is 42 gallons. So that's
So at 8 U.S. gallons,
10.5 gallons times 8 pounds per gallon makes it 88 pounds.
That's close enough,
so
man.
That's not overly heavy. Myself is 75.
For an ogre, sure. For Sarissa, I'll say that the DC is reachable, but it will be a strength check to get it 20 feet.
Right. An American pony keg is 7.75 gallons. The European is a 5 liter.
Okay, hold on. Let me get my thing out. I got a plus.
And I assume Rio is out of the way.
18 plus 5, 18, 19, 20,
Sure.
23.
That'll
18,
do it.
19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Yes, 23.
Okay, so Sarissa, how are you? Okay. There's really not a way to do this aside from rolling it or like tossing it like a bowling ball, but like with an arc to it, I would say.
Yeah, just kind of chucking it, kind of
Yeah.
up and as
Two-handed.
an arc, and she's gonna tell Neil now, so that when the barrel, hits and catches on fire, Neil can make it exponentially worse with his little fire beam.
Okay. Neil, moment of truth for you.
Okay.
I don't believe that you have proficiency in ranged weapons really aside from your sling.
Let's see. Right, just simple weapons.
Okay.
Can you sling the fire bead at him like?
Crossbow.
So it's
Well, I mean, what I had done before is to fly over and drop it.
Yeah.
But
is that what you like to do this time?
Yes.
Sarissa will start humming Flight of the Valkyries.
You would like to fly
Yes,
over
I'll
the
go.
dragon and drop your fire?
To let's see. Yeah. Do I have enough distance to do that?
Yeah, you have enough distance to get
Right above him and bombs
10,
away.
like 10 feet. Yeah, sure.
Okay. Yeah. I'll put my token off to the side here. I'm gonna fly right above him and drop 3 fireballs.
Oh, you're doing fireballs. You're not doing the alchemist fire.
No, I'm dropping the rest of my necklace of fireballs that has 3 beads attached to it. That are
Just
still good.
Neil, go big or go home. Neil's like, "Bah, bah, bah."
I don't think that requires you to throw them, right? You can just like you basically cast it
I think so. Like I don't. That's how what he did last time,
and
didn't
throw
he?
it
Just kind
60
of.
feet away.
It's magic, so it's like
Yeah,
you can just be
I
like,
would say it takes a dex. It takes some sort of roll
Well,
to see
yeah.
to make sure that I don't just like miss the target or something.
Well, no, it's fireball. The radius is like 20 feet, I believe. So
Right.
you don't necessarily need to land it on the dragon. Yeah, 20-foot
But
radius.
it's got to land. It's got to detonate somehow.
Yes, but I mean, you don't have to be anywhere near the dragon for this.
Yes, I could drop it
It's-
right in front of it.
that's right.
I mean,
Yep.
you could be back
I
in
could
the
fly
doorway.
up right here and just drop them right in front of its face.
No. What I'm saying is, you don't have to be accurate with your necklace of fireballs.
Yes, right. I don't have to roll for it. I could just toss it.
It's going to be a
could
dex
just-
save for the dragon. So you could toss it
Yeah.
from the doorway.
Yes.
You don't have to endanger yourself, is what I'm saying.
Okay. Yeah. Then I'll toss my entire necklace.
Yeah.
Unless-
Yeah.
At
And
the dragon.
It says the dragon needs to make it the deck save.
Unless you
'cause that's
feel
what it
like being
sounds
extra heroic in your song that you flew close to the dragon to explode. Like, that's up to you if you want to put that flare.
No. If I don't have to fly above the dragon, I'm not going to do it yet. Although I still might. So I'll throw it from here.
Alright.
And all 3 beads are attached. So
You
that means that it
boy.
would be a 5th level fireball spell. I
you
believe.
pluck the 3 remaining beads from the necklace, and all of those little dangly bits that kind of like connect each bead to the necklace, they're all gone. It's just like and the necklace kind of like tarnishes a little bit. So it goes from this like vibrant gold chain to kind of like, a little bit, it's getting a little rusty, even though gold doesn't have a huge
Nice.
problem with rust. But whatever. And the dragon fell off the table, rolls a 9, and has no dex to speak of.
What was the name of a crotch roll again?
Crotch roll, as far as I know.
No, but there was a word for it last time for a crotch dice. Somebody used a term. It was funny.
I just thought it was
don't
crotch
remember.
dice.
Yeah, some sort of a nickname.
So, Neil,
Yes.
7d6 plus
Holy shit.
10d6, so a total of 17d6.
Wow. That is a lot of D6.
Oh, you added in the
The barrel.
the barrels. So total you said 17.
17d6.
Okay, I'm going to do. Let's see. This is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm gonna do. Here's 10d6. Oops, let's toss it.
So
Let's
many
toss those two
D6.
in. All right, so let me add this up. I got 3 plus 3 plus 4 plus 6 plus 6 plus 2 plus 6 plus 3 plus 2 plus 5. That would be 10, so then I need 7 more.
I don't think I've ever heard of anybody rolling this many damage dice before.
I don't think I've ever done it before. 2, 1, 3, 5. There's a 6. There's another 6 and a 2.
It's very GURPSy.
Curtsy.
9, 10, 11, 12.
I'm just doing what the 5e rules say.
18.
I'm gonna write down
Hold on a
17
second.
D6.
1, 2, 3,
That's
4,
just
5,
so
6,
many.
7, 8, 9, 2, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, so that's it. Yeah, okay. Alright, so let me add that up. Okay. 3 plus 3 plus 4 plus 6 plus 6 plus 2.
I have a calculator.
6 plus I am 3 plus 2
He is the calculator.
plus 5 plus 2
But you should use an abacus.
1 plus
Calculator.net is your friend.
plus 6 plus 2 equals 65.
Okay.
Holy
65
cow.
points of fire damage.
That is below average. Oh no, it's above average by a little bit. Pretty close to average.
Is it?
Yeah.
There's quite a few 6s actually. Yeah.
Yeah. 65, right?
Yeah, 65.
Okay.
Woohoo!
With
I
that,
can see Neil just doing little circles.
with that massive explosion, it launches the dragon up into the air with its wings already unfurled, and it just the loudest just roar of like I'm not gonna be able to do it justice, but roars in pain and disbelief and shock and flies into the air, and you kind of you lose sight of it after a few wing beats in the clouds, and
And real quick, how much damage did Rio do?
18.
18. Wow. That's so much damage. So, okay.
So yeah, you
Yeah,
have
let's go get those adventurers. They're gonna steal the treasure. Let's go.
Yeah. Well, all right. Excellent job, everybody. I think we should find the dragon and finish him off, because even if he's hurt, he's going to be extremely angry, methinks.
Yeah,
I don't
and
know
Don can't
yeah.
stick around. He told me he's got someplace to be in some other plane or something.
Yeah, so I feel that this dragon, we need to finish him off, because I imagine he's very angry. I have no idea what it takes to kill a dragon, but yeah, so it's best to keep kicking him while he's down.
Yeah.
But so, like,
All right, let's go taunt him.
so do we try? Should we try to get up on top of this facility to look around? But we don't know where those others are. Perhaps they're just grabbing gold and running. Like,
think
I'm
this
just
is the only
wondering-
way out.
Yeah, do we send Rio looking and sneaking around for them, or so the dragon's just completely like it disappeared, it roared, it disappeared, and if we get quiet for a minute, we can't even hear it. It like took off.
How long would you like to wait?
Let's just say we just get quiet for like 15 seconds, where it's like shh, and we all just listen to see if we hear anything, or if it just sounds like the dragon got the fuck out of Dodge. And we gotta go deal with them.
Okay, sorry. So yeah, how long were you waiting?
Let's say it's 15 seconds, where everybody goes shh, and you just sit
Sure. 15
and look at
seconds.
each other and listen and...
Yeah, you'd probably hear another roar,
Okay.
but it still sounds high above you, like
Okay.
high.
Like he's... Okay. Well, should we go looking for... I suppose we could try to get to higher ground. I don't know that we're going to be able to get the drop, but I'm bummed on this dragon. I don't see him coming down. So, we need to decide what we're going to do. Are we going to try to get to higher ground in here?
That would be the top of this fortress.
All right. Well, why don't we try going up a floor?
There were arrow slits. Yeah, let's go up. Let's go see what. Let's go explore.
All right. Let's do that. Quickly. Yeah, we'll each load up with bring our oil with us and our alchemist fire.
All right.
Yeah,
So
have Bug Job bring a couple.
Yeah. And we'll take the other ones and we'll just stack them. Like, is there any stairs or anything? Like, if we look in the doorways, does it look to be stairs or no? They're just, we need to go into the other space.
as far as I know, none of the doorways you've opened yet have been leading to stairs.
All right, so let's get going into the other space and get up as high as quickly as possible.
All right.
So, Rio, do you want to go first because you have good perception?
Yeah.
To listen for whatever, and then I'll be right behind you, and we'll have Bugdog and Neil bringing up the rear.
Do I not have a map?
Or
for
Neil,
this?
you could even ride on my shoulder if you want.
I'm realizing now that I am one map. No. Hold on, everybody. Everybody, close your eyes.
Okay. I can see Neil sitting on my shoulder right now, and he's got his little notebook out, and he is frantically scribbling words in it for the song he's gonna write about roasting a dragon.
That was awesome.
Okay, we're good. You can open your eyes in 3, 2, 1. You're good.
Excellent job, Neil. If you need, you can sit on my shoulder and write while we head upstairs. Be ready, though. And so Sarissa will just be right on Rio's tail.
Okay. So you open this door, I am assuming.
Yes.
Yep.
Where's my thing with the stuff? Polygon. And you see stairs. Another arrow slit to your left there.
Perfect. So, all right, let's head up. Sarissa will lug along one of the caskets and leave it right here on the landing as we go around.
All right, so Sarissa's going to be taking one casket at a time. Bugdob's going to be taking 2.
Yeah. Yes.
And the last one's just going to be left down here.
Yeah, we'll leave it at the bottom. Well, we'll schlep it up and we'll leave it on this landing, and I'll just drag the other one up with me. Because Adon, he's a healer, not a beefcake.
One of you could also. I'm assuming Adon would be the best one to carry the 4th barrel, and he could just drop it to cast something if you need him to. So let's just say Adon brings up the last one. You round that corner and you see more stairs.
Woohoo! All right, let's go.
in a
And
landing.
we'll be just like the Blues Brothers. Remember, hut 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 hut.
I saw
They
that
go
one as a
down the
kid,
side.
but I don't remember.
Hut, hut.
Are you going up the second flight of stairs?
Yes.
All
Go
right.
go go, Rio.
You open up this big old room, and just storage. Nothing really special. To your right, but to your left, fuck. Yeah, I messed this up. Well, I mean, the map is as the map does. This is gonna be rolls. So to your left, you have fog.
Over here.
A literal cloud of fog, but
Okay.
I'm
So,
going to try to draw it kind of somehow here.
Carissa, well, but if we go over here and look out, these are the arrow slits, and we can kind of see out.
Dang it. I was hoping it could let me move the fog, but no, it's being a butthead.
We should look out the arrow slits and see if we can't spot the dragon.
So, you guys have seen the walkway before, but now it is surrounded by a sphere of fog. So,
And it sits about like 20 feet off of. Well, the path is further below, so the path is like 40 feet down, and then the first level's 20 feet up from that, and then the bridge or the walkway is up in the clouds level with the level we're on now.
Your guess is your guess. The height of the bridge from the pathway you walked under it, 30, 40 feet, sure.
Okay. So, all right, we need to. If we look out the slits, can we see or hear the dragon at all?
Still, the only thing that you would hear of the dragon is possibly a roar every 20 seconds, just still above you.
All right. So now we need to figure out what we're going to do. If we could try to go across the bridge over to the other building, but we don't know what we're going to find over there. We need to find some way to lure the dragon back.
It'll come back.
Yeah.
Its treasure's in there.
I wonder if we could go over there and while it's up in the air, quickly rig something or get ourselves positioned so when and if it comes back, we can ambush it.
I call out through one of the arrow slits. Hey, you other adventurers, leave that treasure alone.
Oh,
Yeah, that'll do it. You got him.
yeah. That's the thing. That was actually pretty smart.
You hear, in response, "Oi, fuck off." Yeah, fuck off.
Sarissa will yell out the slit. Oh my God! They're stealing the treasure from the dragon.
Who is the they that you're referring to?
Just a nebulous they.
Nebulous they, okay.
Yelling it out so the dragon can hear that, oh my God, they're stealing the dragon's treasure.
For the dragon to hear. I see.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So I imagine the dragon is going to be like, the fuck? So, all right, we hunker down, everybody. Shut the door. Be very quiet. See if the dragon comes back.
All right, how long would you like to hunker down waiting?
Let's give it like 30 seconds to see if we hear the dragon come back.
Remember, Radon can't be around very long, I think.
We are down to 5 minutes left of a dawn.
Well, if when we yelled this, oh my God, they're taking the dragon's treasure. Do we hear the dragon roar? Does it sound like he's flying back? Are
No,
they answering us?
no change. I mean, they're not answering.
Mm. So, do we want to go over there and try to set up so we can ambush the dragon when he comes back in? And very quickly? Do we wait for him to come back and, ambush? They're probably over there stealing the treasure. So do we just post up here and wait for the dragon to come back?
Yeah, and I don't know if there's any other way out for those adventurers. There might be, and if there is, though,
Yeah.
then we're screwed. Then they get all the treasure and they leave. So I don't know. Adon is only here for so long, so
Yeah.
I say we go storm this place and go go fight those adventurers for the treasure.
Yeah. Well,
Treasure is not my priority.
yeah, we're killing the
My
dragon
priority
at
is
first.
the termination of the dragon.
Yeah, Sarissa's kind of
Roger.
like, oh, don't worry, Neil. We'll get gold. Maybe we'll find a map back to the to the Feywild even. But we need to kill that dragon. So, Rio, do you want to go across and see what you see? Like, go recon real quick and come back? So we can decide what we're going to do? Because,
Cast gust of wind.
Okay. I am fairly certain that just does the trick. Hold on.
A line of strong wind, 60 feet long, 10 feet wide, blasts from you in a direction I choose for the duration.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
I move back to the beginning of the walkway and cast it.
Okay. Let me move some things around because it's about to get fun up in here. Funner. That's not a word, but it's still funner.
Oh, it's gonna be much funner.
All right. When thou what?
Funly?
Funly.
When thou
Bigly
dost
fun?
when thou dost cast the gustest of winneth, at the end of your gust of wind, actually, you know what? Is there a strength save on your gust of wind? 60 feet long, 10
Going
feet
back
wide.
to that.
Strength saving
No.
throw. Yes, there is. Each creature
I'll
in
be
your
right
60
back.
foot.
I'm listening.
Each creature in your 60
Oh.
foot. Yeah. So what's
Creatures.
what's your DC?
Is there a
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot that your map is
13
fucked up.
strength?
Okay. When you do your gust of wind, you blow the fog away from this section of the path. The bridge is fully exposed, and at the end of the bridge, in a corridor, you see a pixie. And it says, "Oh fuck," and then tries to save, does not save from the gust of wind, and is pushed back 15 feet. And I believe at that point, it would once again be kind of out of your sight. Because dark vision is 30 feet?
Yes. Is a pixie, is that like half the size of Neil? Like, because they're
Yeah,
really
pretty much.
small, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're smaller than me. Yeah.
Oh, fucking pixies.
That's the dark vision spell. That's a dark vision spell. Okay, whatever. I can't find it. I think it's 30-60, but whatever. And it's whatever. I don't know. We're gonna say you lose sight of the pixie, but you saw it, Wait, no. You wouldn't lose sight because it was blown back into a door. So it'd still be there for you to see. Let me just make sure your fog shows what I think it... Okay, yeah. It runs into a door, and you hear, ah! And then, in retaliation... the pixie casts a spell at you.
Sock it to me.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out which one. I gave him a lot of spells. Ooh, yeah, that's a fun one. Just roll a standard saving throw, and I'll tell you what to add to it. And it's just like a d20. So it's a wisdom save, so that sucks. But add your wisdom save to that d20.
That was dumb of me. 4.
Wow. Wait, aren't you a ranger? Don't you have like dex and wisdom saving throw proficiency?
I know. I rolled 2 plus 2.
No.
Oh.
Okay.
Saving throw.
Yeah.
Hang on just a second. So that would add a 3. So that would make 7.
Okay. Okay, yeah, still low. Okay, so
I've had smarter days.
so the fog, the remaining fog disappears. Anybody who can, I don't know where Adon currently is, but Bugdob, Saressa, you guys can see Rio. He grabs his stomach, and you see, and for the first time, Rio's a pretty stoic guy. He doesn't really emote a whole lot, but you see him start to and he falls to the ground and just is laughing uncontrollably.
What's so funny? What's so funny, Rio?
And Rio is incapacitated. The two of you who don't have vision of what's going on right now hear what did I say? I wanted them all to say. Hold on. Yeah, eat that! And then you guys hear a door slam. And that's it for now.
Ooh. Neil flies up to Rio. You okay, man? Are you okay? What's so funny?
Unless you guys would like to wait the full minute for this to go away. No, it's at the end of each turn, so.
Adon has let's see.
You guys do theoretically, I mean, Neil, is this one of yours? Like, do you have Tasha's Hideous Laughter, or are you familiar with it as a bard, do you think?
I'm not, no.
Okay.
But it looks like lesser restoration doesn't fix it according to the definition of lesser restoration, so.
I mean, you would know that something like a spell has affected Rio, because it's definitely not normal for him, but we'll say by the time you guys get up to him and are like asking him what's wrong, Rio, you can do another wisdom saving throw.
Pull it together, man.
And is there a saving throw for the spell?
Another wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Another 7.
So you can RP it if you would like to, but you're not going to stop laughing. Or you don't have to RP it if you don't want to.
Sarissa will just be like, Rio, really, hold it together, Mom.
Oh, I've got dispel magic,
Yeah.
or Adon
Yeah,
has dispel magic
Yeah.
with that.
Dawn, can you fix?
Would dispel magic says choose one creature, object, or magical effect within range. For any spell of 3rd level or lower on the target ends. Any spell of 4th level or higher on the target, make an ability check using your spellcasting ability.
Is that from Adon?
Yeah.
Adon would see what's going on. I've seen this before. This is something that will definitely pass. But if time is of the essence, I can cure it from him. However, he should, statistically, be able to cure it of himself in due time.
We need you, buddy. We need you, Adon.
Right.
We don't have much time. I'd say
Yeah,
he
use
should
it.
do it.
Mark off the spell and use it.
Okay, Adon casts Dispel Magic, which is a 3rd level slot.
Yeah. It's done.
Okay.
So Rio, you're up.
So I pick myself up off the stones. And ventilate that pixie.
Oh, it's out of your
Still
sight.
in sight?
No, out of your sight. While you were laughing, everybody else heard a door slam after the pixie said, "Ha! Eat that!" And out of sight. For the record, this door is open. This door is closed.
So a double move down to that door.
Okay. We're kind of playing fast and loose. You guys can all kind of move on your own. Like, there's no order right now. I am keeping track of. So if you're dashing, that does help, like keeping track of time for sure. What are you doing at that door, and what is everybody else doing as you see Rio dash along the pathway?
I'd follow him. Adon will pick up, a barrel again.
Okay.
Right, and take the barrel with him.
With the barrel, he's definitely not going to dash.
True.
He'd probably make it. I mean, like, if he is dashing with the barrel, he'd probably make it like where you had him. We'll say dashing with their barrel is regular movement speed. Bugdog.
Okay.
Is Bugdog picking up a
Rio
barrel or two?
Yes.
He has two barrels still?
Yes.
Okay.
Sarissa will grab one.
Bugdog will, as he's... Go ahead, Neil, sorry.
I was just saying Neil dashed.
Okay. And then Bugdog with the barrels under each armpit is gonna say, "Next time, Rio, you tell us what the joke is." Bugdog liked laughing. So at the door, still kind of in the same turn. What you doing at the door, Rio?
Open it.
Okay.
I'm pissed.
As you are opening that door, you hear another door open and shut. You hear another door open and shut, and you are in, once again, darkness.
Well, that's what dark vision is for.
But once again, a darkness made of fog.
Stupid little pixie.
These are arrow slits, by the way. Obviously, you can't even Neil couldn't fit through them.
Then I dispel it again.
Another gust of wind.
Yep.
Which direction would you like to point it? It's a 10 feet wide gust.
And I hear. Okay, I heard doors.
Mm-hmm.
In which direction did I hear those doors?
Give me
I
a
cast it in that direction.
Give me a perception check.
$12.
With a 12, the pixie was, or someone was, although I probably just spoiled it, just quiet enough that with your 12, you could not discern the direction of the door shut. You think it's somewhere to the west, possibly a little bit, like a little bit northwest, possibly a little bit southwest. The west being to your left on the map. Do you have the map available?
Looking at it.
Okay, we are. Okay, cool. I didn't know if it was back up for you.
And I see darkness.
Yeah. So, which line would you like to cast your...
Straight ahead.
To be, like, super honest, you probably have, like, northwest, west-northwest, west, west-southwest. So, due west exactly?
Yep.
Okay. And then make sure you're marking off these spell slots unless they're free for whatever reason.
Already done.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. You have a room. And I think the bones are where they are. So let me read out here. We're not going to have those monsters because I got other things in mind. You see shields, weapons, tapestries that once festooned the walls here, but they've been torn down by who you think were the orcs that had once just come in here and raided and destroyed everything. A dozen humanoid skeletons and rusty armor lie scattered amid the debris. They all died of hunger. Although that probably should have been a check. That doesn't really, yeah. Painted on the stone floor is a 10-foot diameter shield-shaped crest that features a black tower being struck by a golden bolt of lightning. Yeah. I am confused by the rest of this text. Okay, I'm not confused anymore. So, what are we doing in here? The rest of the room beyond the 10-foot wide gust of wind is still foggy.
Can't see a target, so I keep listening.
Okay. Ah.
And hope that the fog clears so that I can shoot that damn pixie.
Anybody else doing anything while Rio is waiting and listening?
Being quiet. So if Rio's being quiet and listening, Sarissa is going to be quiet and listening and tell Bug Dog, like, shh, keep it down so we can listen.
Adon shouts, no, just kidding. Okay, so one turn passes. You don't unless you roll extremely high. So I guess give me a perception check.
One perception check coming up. 27. That's more like it.
Okay. For some frickin' reason, your King and Elf hearing can pick up some sounds even through 2 doors to the south. So, like, you kind of hear it this direction. The sounds are kind of like the extremely muffled sounds of just hushed talking.
Well, till I see a target, I'm not doing anything.
Okay. So that's 1 round gone.
Do we keep moving forward then? Or whatever Rio wants?
Up to you guys. Dawn's time is ticking.
I sit tight where I am.
Okay. Anybody else doing anything this turn?
Nope. Sarissa's gonna follow Rio's lead, so.
There's a bunch of fog in there.
Fog? Ew. Hold on.
I don't think we can see.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, it's probably that goddamn fairy. No,
Yeah, unless Adon dispels the magic again.
Yes. Well, do we want to have Adon do that? Because he doesn't have a lot longer, so we might as well have him do what he can while he's here. So why don't we have him do the thing?
Yeah.
Is Dawn doing something on this turn, or are we waiting for the next turn?
I would agree with that. As long, yeah, I mean, I would say that Adon would try to use. Let's see, wait. Dispel magic is he's got a couple more 3rd level slots left, so he would use dispel magic to get rid of the fog.
Okay. Mark off that slot. We'll say it's in the same turn, and we will get rid of the frog. I think that is a visible thing, so we'll just keep that.
Let me take care of that. Nice.
So
Thank you very much, Adon. That's much better.
you got your door, closed door down here. You can see the symbol I talked about, the skeletons, bones. That's the same thing. Weapons, armor, whatever.
Is there like a big door or something like the dragon
Just the
can
door
get
to
in
the
and out
south
of here?
here.
Or so no, it just kind of looks like they were in here, they died in here, but there's not like dragon poop or anything.
There's. You would surmise there's really no way for the dragon to have got in here.
Okay.
In fact, you haven't really seen any signs of dragon in any of these buildings at all. So far.
Right then. Alright. So,
Next turn.
Yes. So we'll keep lugging our oil with us.
Okay.
Another perception roll, then, I guess.
I don't know if you're going to get anything more than your 27 gave you. You would still just...
Okay.
Yeah. The sounds were coming from the southern door or beyond it. The thing to the north, I think, is a fireplace.
Okay.
Yeah. So on this turn, who's doing what?
Neil just moves into the room, and Adon moves into the room, just kind of waiting for somebody to open that door.
Yeah, Sarissa will come in and have Bug Dog, stand over here and just set the barrels down.
Bugdub is like,
No.
sorry, Rio. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
So we don't hear anything at this door?
I don't know what Rio has relayed to you, but if the rest of you want to do perception checks, you're welcome to.
Sure. So 12, 13.
You got nothing.
All right. Well, you think I should just open the door?
I do tell the rest of the party what I heard and in which direction.
Okay.
All right. So nothing to the south. Can Sarissa check out? Did Rio check out the door real well to make sure there's no booby traps or anything?
Rio has not moved from that spot as far as I'm aware.
No. Sarissa will check out the door then.
Okay.
Make sure there's no booby traps.
Your choice of a different perception roll or an investigation.
I'll do perception. 15, 16.
With a 16, you notice that this door has handles and opens. Yeah.
All right, I'm going to open the door. So Sarissa will kind of stand it, and it opens in, I'm assuming.
Yeah, that makes the most sense.
Okay, so Sarissa will stand, over by the hinge and
So you don't
actually,
want... Okay, yeah.
she'll stand and be like, Bugdub, open the door just enough for me to peek in to see what I see. And if I jump back quickly, slam the door closed.
Slam door on Saris. Wait, no, wait.
Yeah.
Doesn't
If
sound
I
right.
jump back, yeah. If I say no, slam the door. So Sarissa will have them kind of open the door and then peek in.
Okay. Bugdub does open it. We will say that opens his direction just for the sake of things and stuff. And you got... Oh, shit, hold on. Freaking stuff and things. Hopefully you didn't see what I hope you didn't see.
Didn't see anything?
Dragons, no. You got... From what you can see about that.
All right.
Hallway.
Are there other doors?
From your vantage point specifically, no.
This is the only door.
Oh, in this room?
In this
Yeah, that's
room.
the only... Yeah, it's the only door in the room. Aside from the one
door.
Rio is at.
All right. Sarissa will yell in there, Yoo-hoo, is there anybody in here we need to be aware of?
Just us that are waiting to kill you, lass.
All right, then.
Oh, all right then.
Sarissa will have Bugdub...
Get the fireball ready!
Yeah, Sarissa will have Bugdub shut the door and be like, so... Question, do we use one of our barrels? She'll get everybody to the middle of the room. So, question, should we just get a barrel of oil, roll it in there, set it on fire, and be done with these asshats?
By the way, Neil, when you said get the fireball ready, I'm assuming you meant it loud enough for them to hear.
Yeah.
You would hear the female elf whose voice you're familiar with say, "We'll get our fireball ready." That's it.
Awesome.
Sorry, Sarissa, continue. Sorry. If you have continued...
Sarissa, you wanna
Are you-
roll
yeah.
a barrel in there and set it on fire?
Yes, I'm to the point where I'm done messing around with this lot. They don't want to work with us. They want to be difficult. I give. Let me get into my bags in which I keep the fucks that I give. Oh wait, there is no bag because I have no fucks to give. I vote we roll the oil in there and just set it on fire. Shut the door. Let nature take its course.
To be fair, you also didn't even try to work with them. So it's not like... But anyway, just saying.
Yeah.
I tried.
Tomato. Yeah.
No, you guys just said no.
We talked to them. they want to threaten. Stress is done. We're here to kill a dragon. We don't have time to fuck around. So let's set up a plan so we can set. So I'm just trying to decide. Like, do we just use some of our oil? You know, because we can just roll it in there and just light it on fire, or we could just pour it in there so the room feels, you know. How do we want to do this to make it very clear that we are done with these individuals? Let's see.
We just need to get him to come out. We can take care of him here in this room.
Yeah.
So yeah, we could send a fireball in. They'll come out, or send a barrel of a barrel of oil and light it.
Yeah. And just and shut the door and let it burn and blow up or whatever. You know, because with the alchemist fire, wouldn't it kind of explode?
The only thing that you would know about that interaction is when Rio shot his arrow with the alchemist fire at the barrel.
Alchemist fire. I'm pretty sure
it's just napalm.
You can't. Yeah, can't.
You'd have to atomize the oil in the barrels.
So could we just throw the alchemist fire in there as like a flashbang? Or we could.
I assume so.
We could poke a hole in the barrel and dump, splash a bunch of oil in there and then throw the alchemist fire in there and just let it, Do we want to do that? Dump some, or we could just real quickly get a few flasks of the oil, open the door, chuck it in there, chuck the alchemist fire in there, and shut the door and just let it. Do we want to do that kind of like a little Molotov cocktail, but a little bigger, or do we just want to have Bug Dog chuck the entire barrel in there and shut the door and just let the alchemist fire just clear the room for us with the oil? Let's just do that, because they're not cooperating. Every time we talk to them, they're like, So, we can't risk being hurt. They don't want to work with us. Alright, Bug Dog, we're going to need you. So let's rig up a barrel of oil with the alchemist fire so that we can just chuck it in the room, shut the door, and let it. Does that sound good?
Yep.
Yeah.
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 All right. Well, let's just do that. And we might end up burning some books or destroying some maps or melting gold, but it is what it is. All right, let's do that.
All right, at the start of this, you have 3 minutes left on Adon. So okay. What's happening first?
So we'll set it up so that we can open the door and Bug Dog could chuck a barrel of oil in there.
This door?
Lob it in. Yeah, we could just chuck the barrel of oil in with the alchemist fire. So the alchemist fire will act as the, like the flame on a Molotov cocktail. Think of it as a very large Molotov cocktail. And we'll just shut the door and see if that clears the room out so we can keep going. Darissa will yell through the door. She'll be like, look, we don't want to fight. We don't want to kill anybody. We are trying to deal with this dragon. I'm giving you one last chance to work with us. Otherwise, we're just going to have to clear the facility however we're clearing the facility, with no hint to them on what their plan is.
You get a response, and it's, we didn't want to kill you either. We just had first claim because we got here first on the treasure. Do what you need to do if you're not willing to cooperate.
So, let me get this straight. You get all the gold. Doesn't matter if we kill the dragon and take care of all the business, and that's the final straw with you. No negotiation. We are not. We simply need to pay some of our expenses. We're here to kill the dragon.
Give me a persuasion check.
Sarissa is very, very persuasive. That is,
We'll
like I
see.
said, she can be. Let's see, persuade. Is it the persuasion? Sarissa is. So I got a 12 plus I have a +7, so 19.
Okay.
Ooh.
You
And
hear.
I'm proficient in persuasion too.
You hear some deliberating.
Yeah. And
Like
Sarissa will add in, like, we really don't want to fight. We're really not here to take all the gold. We just have a few expenses, and we just want to kill the dragon. It would be lovely if we could all just work together.
You hear some deliberating. You hear the clear. Not that you can make out the words specifically, but you can hear the grumpy dwarf voice, the female elf voice. You hear some other deep voices that you're not necessarily super familiar with, and you even hear like the pixie,
It's
the high pitched pixie
so
voice.
Sarissa will just, she'll sit and wait patiently and be like, it would be lovely if we could work together. And, I believe you already spoke with our ranger. He is not here for any gold at all. He is here to kill that dragon.
Neil just keeps his mouth shut.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sarissa will be looking at Neil with the little zip it. Don't do it, Neil.
You hear the female elf's voice again. She says, "All right. We kill the dragon together. And then we divvy up the loot. Fair's fair. Nobody wants to die."
Excellent. So
You
Sarissa,
come out here first.
All right. So Sarissa will
Sarissa, you have to kill the dragon.
Yes, it's like yes. So I guess Sarissa will have Bug Dog stand back, and the door swing open, and Sarissa will kind of peek her head around the corner.
Okay, where are you when you're doing where?
Right here, so she can just peek her head around the corner,
Okay.
hi,
If you're peeking
she'll pull
around
out a little hanky and be like, right here.
if you're peeking around that corner, then you see this.
All right. With whom am I speaking? Actually, I am Sarissa Strangewise. My companion here. This is Bugdob. I believe you've met Rio, and I think, and Neil and Adon are here with us also. And you are?
I am Silene, and the gruff dwarf you met is Brachus.
Oh, lovely.
And did you what was the other? Was it a half orc you met or a Goliath?
It was an orcish something.
Okay.
Yeah.
The half orc's name is Jabaro.
Jabaro, good lord.
You have, I suppose you've met our pixie friend. Her name is... I'm making this one up. Rosie.
Rosie the pixie.
I don't know.
I knew it!
Yeah.
Cracklin' Rosie, get on board!
You knew what?
So Sarissa will kind of move around the corner a little bit and wave like, hi, hello. And she'll just say, we
Like,
really need to come.
move your token where you want to be, assuming this door is open.
She'll just kind of stick her upper body into
Okay.
the door. You know how you lean in, like, oh right,
Yeah.
we probably should. We need to quickly come up with a plan. We've wandered.
You have the fog revealed, right? You have a closed door. You can
Mhm.
see half of a closed door, and you can see what you would probably assume are hallways going to the left and
Okay.
right.
Okay. And I
By
don't
the
see
way,
them anywhere.
no, closed door. A fair amount of time has passed with all these negotiations. You're at the last 2 minutes of add-on.
So if Sarissa steps in like this, Sarissa will step in and just she'll tell these guys, be ready. If I come running out, throw the barrel. But I don't think it's going to be necessary. So she'll just kind of step in and be like, hello. We really need to come up with a plan. As we think we have wounded the dragon dreadfully, but we need to figure a way to finish him off.
Sounds fine. You just open that door and you come in. We won't hurt you.
Or you could come out here. How about we do that? We can meet in the hallway right here.
We could, but we won't.
All right. Circe will walk back out and be like, all right, do we trust them? Or do we... She'll shut the door behind her.
Okay.
And she'll be like, 1 moment, please. 1 moment. I need to confer with my party. And she'll shut the door and be like, all right. Do we go through the door and negotiate, or do we burn it to the ground? Quick. Like, do we get a feeling? Does it sound genuine? Like, you know how you can kind of tell where somebody's like, "No, really, it's fine," or does it seem like, "Oh no, we just don't trust you, so please come in here because we don't know who you are."
I think that might be one of the first insight checks you guys have possibly ever rolled. But it's also because I haven't played characters that have possibly lied to you. So, I mean, give me an insight check.
All right, where's my dice? Good news is I'm good at insight, too. So, 14 plus my insight is plus 4, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
Well, with a natural 1, you could pretty easily tell that the she-elf is lying.
All right. So Circe will have the door closed and be like, "All right, we're done playing nice. Let's burn them out of there. Does that sound fair to everybody?" So
Yep.
the door that they are behind. Is it a wood door? Is there a crack under the door or anything?
Are you opening that door again?
Yeah, well, we'll open the door just to peek real quick. I'll just crack the door open and look in real quick, because I'm assuming the door is across the hall that they're in, supposedly.
I'm after fog and refog, and the door's still closed. I would say if there's any crack under the door or above the door, it's like really thin. Like it's a very well constructed place.
And so, well, what we can do, so Sarissa will kind of creep the door closed and just lean to my guys to be like, look, what we can do is we can go up to the door, pour the oil so it goes under the door, and light it on fire from the outside. You know what I mean?
Sure.
You basically pour the oil so it starts going under the door. We've all seen this in movies where it starts, spreading out, and then just light it on fire from the outside, and it's going to go into the room.
Friends, I feel as if I have only a short time left.
All right,
1 minute.
Well, at least you gave us your aid.
Yeah, 1 minute left on
so
the dawn.
let's say we have Bugdub go up to the door and hold the barrel where we're dumping it, and you can even set up rocks. We can use bones, to corral it so it goes under the door, and just start emptying the barrel so it's going under the door and it stays that way.
Sure.
We could, something like that, and then we can even just use I would vote we don't use a regular match because anybody that's ever lit an oil or anything on fire, the back, it'll fuck you up. So I think we'd want to stand back and check the alchemist fire at it and let it go.
Light a torch, drop the
Yep,
torch on it from arm's
yep.
length.
So
Yep.
let's have Bug Dog go empty the oil on the door. So it starts going under the door.
So, okay, so with a very, very thin, like, again, well-crafted doors and stuff, with a very thin slit, like less than an eighth of an inch,
Mhm.
is he pouring the oil, like, right in front of the door, and half of it will theoretically seep through the door, and the other half will just seep back towards him in a puddle?
Well, we can even build, like I said, with the bones or even with our axes and stuff, you can kind of push it so it goes under. If you pour it real slow as it comes out, as long as you get it going that direction, get a bone, so you can pull, find a little broom, use an axe, just something to keep, it's like when you spill eggs on the counter, you can kind of squeegee it where you want. So we'll just kind of keep it going under the door so we don't have a whole bunch in the hallway. And we probably have to pour it kind of slow, but that's okay.
So you could grab an axe or a halberd or something like that that's in this room. Like I see one right here. So you could theoretically
Or
tilt.
even a shield. If you put a shield up so it goes down to the crack in the door and you poured it very slowly, gravity, it's going to go down, it's going to hit that crack, and it's just going to go in. As long as you go slow and you don't get the backsplash, it should mostly go under the door. Just,
Okay.
So we can grab the shield. It looks like there's a shield over in the, like right here. Grab this guy's shield, put it up against the door, and just pour it real slow so the oil goes down it and starts oozing under the door. And we can be sure that with the halberd or whatever that we're keeping it all under the door.
So a shield tends to be kind of curved. It'll get the oil kind of like down in the somewhat general vicinity, but it won't get it all like straight at the door. If you want to be scooping oil or pushing oil with the halberd or something, you can do that, I suppose. It's going to take a while to empty the entire slow pony keg. Adon would be gone for sure. Yes, that's what you guys want to do.
I'm fine with that, and we got some use out of Adon.
Okay. So over the course of what you said, we said 8 gallons, pouring slowly, and it's oil. I'd say over the course of 2 minutes. So yeah, Dawn's totally gone. Like especially if you're trying to scoop and direct all the oil, you have pushed the oil underneath the door and lit it. And the oil, like the little part of the oil that you have on this side of the door, lights very easily. The fire goes under the door. You hear the crackling, and I don't know the sound that oil makes when it all lights in a puddle, but there might be a boom. I'm not entirely sure about that one, because it's not... Like, I think it's just lighting on fire in the puddle, rather than compressed in a barrel like the boom from the explosions earlier. I have no idea. But yeah, it lights on fire. And the door starts to, catch on fire and smolder and... That's... I mean, you wait 6 seconds after the fire catches, 12... I'll do 10s, just because it's easier than 10 seconds, 20. Like, it's all... You hear burning, for sure. After about 30 seconds, the door is halfway gone. After a minute, the door's entirely gone, I guess, sure.
Well, if we peek around in there, do we see?
You see smoke fucking everywhere. It's basically like you created another fog cloud. You cannot see into this at all. And the smoke is coming your way as well, but it's staying high, as smoke tends to do. But that room is ablaze past the doorway that is now completely open.
All right, now we don't have to worry about them. Now let's fight the dragon again. The dragon's got to come back. Let's set a trap for the dragon.
Yeah,
Let's set 2 traps. Let's set, let's be prepared for the dragon's return, and let's be prepared for these new adventurers to come at us.
All right. Do we want to go in and try to look around more? We need to go in and
It's too smoky to see right now.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe we should make a quick trip back to check for the dragon.
Oh, yes, that's a good idea.
Neil would like to go out, just to go outside and see if he hears anything or senses that the dragon is anywhere nearby.
Yeah, give me a perception check.
I rolled a 15 plus 5, 20.
You hear the burning. You can see smoke kind of off to your... Let me just make sure where you are. Yeah, you see smoke off to your southwest. Just kind of one line of smoke going straight up. No. Two distinct lines straight up. And with a 20, you do hear the echoing grumble of a dragon.
The echoing of the dragon, but we didn't hear any screaming or anything or any noise when the room burned.
You did not hear any screaming.
Yeah, they're probably still lurking around.
Or they cast silence in the room and they were all dying and screaming and no one could hear them.
That's true.
Be right back.
Okay.
I forgot about that.
Let's get this. Let's focus on this dragon.
Yes. So the dragon, we can hear the dragon, but it's still. Oh dear. I suppose we can continue looking through this place to find the dragon's lair. He might. So it doesn't sound like he's still up in the air flying, or no? We just hear noise. Okay. Well, we can continue to look to see if we can't find the dragon's lair. He's got to sleep somewhere.
Yeah, I thought that there's too much smoke pouring out of that area now that we don't want to go back there.
Yeah.
You have the room where the oil was poured that was set ablaze. It's probably going to be blazing for a few minutes, if not more. I'm not entirely sure how long oil takes to burn off in whatever. I'd say like 10 minutes at most, just for brevity's sake.
Right?
Yeah. And then when you guys were finally entered the hallway to, pour oil down here, you noticed a door to your left.
All right.
Okay.
Should we open that door then and go in?
Sure.
You just
how long do our cold resistance potions last?
Oh yeah.
I think they're an hour, or maybe 8.
I think it was an hour, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
This would be 11 minutes into that right now. Maybe 12 with the scouting that Neil did.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm trying to figure out some things here. What's this place? Okay. Anyway, yeah. Do you guys want... I mean, we've got 10 minutes left. Do you want to make some decisions in those 10 minutes? Do you want to save them for... Which it seems like we're probably going to need another session.
Yeah. Do we hear anything at the door?
With this... if you've waited long enough for the fire to dissipate, which would be another... We're just going to say 10 minutes, so you're about 20... You'll be 22 minutes into the ice resistance, the frost resistance potion.
Mm-hmm.
Then, yeah, you could start to hear things that aren't fire. But you don't hear any sign of movement or anything.
Can we check? Let's check out this door to make sure there's no booby traps or anything, and then I can just open it. So can we real carefully look at the door all the way around and everything?
Perception or inspection? Inspection? That's what it's called? Right? Brain
Perception roll coming up. 19.
I got a 16 plus 1, 16, 17.
All right. This door is your standard door.
All right, Sarissa just basically opens the door. You know how like you open a door and you fling it open and it goes kink against the wall?
Yeah.
And you're like...
You hear the
Well.
sound reverberate through
Yeah.
this small room. And another door on the end, or at the other side of the room. This room
That's weird.
looks like an armory. Weapon racks that once stood against the north and south walls lie smashed on the floor amid the remains of wooden mannequins. Rusty hooks in the walls once held armor, shields, and helms.
So, is this another door right across?
Yeah.
All right, can we investigate, listen at that door?
Yep, give me another check.
Yeah, come on, Bug Dog. So, I'm assuming Neil, you listen also with your fairy ears. All right, an investigation. So,
Bogdob is...
To 27.
nice. Good, because I only got a
Nat
5,
20.
so I only got a 6.
Which is 15.
Larissa looked
or
down and
25.
said, oh, my shoe's untied. And got distracted.
Bugdog, by the way, was having to crouch a lot more because the smoke is like right up where his head is. So he's
Oh, yeah.
like he's like holding his back as he's finally able
Yeah.
to stretch out again. Like oh.
Oh, sorry, Bug Job.
Nothing on the other side of this door either.
All right, so we can open it.
Oh, no traps. Yeah, no, that too. This one opens, I would say, toward you for reasons that
Okay.
you'll find out in a second. And you have
Ah,
this
hallway.
exposed, a door to the south. And then,
And we don't hear anything though. To be safe, can Sarissa pull out her little mirror that she has that she's always fixing her lipstick with and like hold it up so she can look down the hallway each direction?
yes,
See if she
sure.
can see anything.
That
Yeah,
gives
so
you
she'll do the.
I'm not sure you would be able from your angle to see this door, but there is a door up here, dead end up to
Okay.
the north, and then an opening to the left here, and then the door obviously down here.
Okay, I don't see anybody crouching in the hallway waiting for us or anything.
No.
They may be dead in that room with the silence cast on them. All right, well, let's go. All right, do we want to keep moving forward, or Rio, do you... I think we should only open one door at a time. I don't think we should be opening 2 doors at once.
Aww.
Let's do this door.
So, okay, and then when you get to the end of the hallway there, you do see a stretch of
Oh boy.
stuff that direction. You do see the opening here. You could even kind of see the beginnings of a staircase. It's one of those spiral staircases.
Oh my.
Are you opening the door to your right?
Yeah, let's listen and investigate the door.
Another
Make sure.
check.
Yeah, Sarissa's just going on like basic understanding of how buildings are made that there's a pretty good chance these guys haven't somehow gotten from that room over there up here in front of us, but still not taking any chances.
Maybe.
So, 17 plus 1, so 18 on my investigation or whatever it is, perception.
Sure, it's high enough. You hear nothing.
Boy. More dead soldiers. How
And since
unfortunate.
I assumed you were about to open the door once you hear nothing,
Yeah.
You have a bed in here. You have skeletons scattered about the room. 3 humanoid skeletons in rusty suits of chainmail lie on the floor near rusty longswords. A 4th humanoid skeleton in rusty plate armor lies slumped in a chair that faces the fireplace. A steel goblet lies on the floor between the legs of the chair.
Can we go through the room with a fine-tooth comb just to see? Because if there's a bed, it could potentially be somebody's quarters, and see if there's anything of any value in here. Like any magic items or rings or just.
Yeah. Whomever wants to spend the time to make a fine-tooth perception check, you are. I would say if you want to make it a really, really good roll, then you're adding about 5 minutes of inspection, which would, resistance.
Do we want to do that now, or should we wait till the end? We should probably wait till the end, yeah? Because we can come back through later.
Yeah, we can come back through.
Yeah, there might be something that could potentially... Well, I suppose if there was something that could help them against the dragon, they would have used it, right?
Well, I don't know where all those other adventurers went.
Yes, exactly.
Maybe we should be on our guard.
Yeah, so we'll be listening for them, but so for right now, can we leave Bugdob in the armory room we were in? Sarissa will have told Bugdob to post up in the armory.
Okay. In order to watch your backs?
Yeah, to watch our backs. We don't need angry people coming through an armory with a bunch of stuff. So, and tell them the alarm sound is caw-caw, caw-caw.
Caw-caw.
Yeah, yes, exactly.
Poo-poo.
Excellent. If they come through the door, no reasoning, just kill them. Sound fair?
But Bugdub really good at reasoning.
I'll have my bow drawn.
Yeah. So, I suppose we should keep going. We'll keep looking because we've got Bugdob. Like I said, we can have him hanging out in the room, or he could even close the door. I can see him probably. Just watching. So, should we keep looking?
It's up to you. We're getting close.
Yeah. Yeah, and Sarissa's got her sword out and stuff, and Rio's ready, so...
Alright, and you
guys
guys
say there's a door right here?
There's a spiral staircase right there.
Oh. No.
Not yet, okay.
Let's, how about right here?
Alright, to the west there, we have... This might be the last thing before I have to go to bed.
Yeah.
Or get ready for bed. Let's do...
Oh my.
That, and...
Big room.
That, and that, and then from where you are also, you probably have a view on that. Alright.
And these are arrow slits, right? These
the triangles.
So lights coming in and stuff. Okay.
As evidenced by the filth in the room, orcs have long layered here. The furnishings that were once have all been burned in the fireplace. You see the smashed door to Sarissa's south. And that's about it for the description.
So this would be the smashed door they're talking about right here, right?
Yeah, and also the one that you guys just walked through. This was a door.
Okay.
Smashed.
So it's smashed. All right. like just a cursory glance around the room. It looks to be okay. Do we see anything down this hallway to the south?
No, I don't understand that passageway
It looks
really.
like it's caved in almost.
Yeah. I'm not sure from
Yeah.
where or what happened, but maybe
Dragon?
those are walls. Maybe it's like the walls were crushed here. That's the
Yeah,
best idea I have for the description of.
kind. So if Sarissa goes down here a little ways, does it look like is it passable, or does it look like it's just kind of caved in and messed up?
It doesn't
Like
lead. I mean, you. Hold on.
it looks jacked up.
You could keep traversing it if you wanted to.
Eh. So this one right here could potentially lead back to where the uncooperative group was. So, and there's no other means of egress from this room.
Not that you can see.
All right. Well, should we go down this way then, Rio? Neil?
Yeah, sure.
Yep.
So, I'm wondering, do we leave Buckdoe where he's at, or do we bolt the door and pile things up against it so we can hear them if they're trying to get through and come up on our back? That makes sense? Like, how much do we want to split the party?
I
And
think
there's
you can
no-
just come with us.
Oh, all right. So, before we go down this hallway, Sarissa will come back down. Can she listen to this? Let's listen to the door at the end of the hallway when we go back to get Buckdoe. There was a door to the south that we haven't looked in. So if we investigate and look at that door, it'll be like, hold on, Buckdoe. If we investigate that door.
We're gonna fast play some things here just before I call it quits. You listen, you hear nothing, open the door. You've got a room there with a door to the right side of that room. This
Over here?
Yeah. And that's got smoke kind of coming out of it.
Okay.
Which one is this? This is for... Okay. This is a kitchen. Orcs trashed it, destroyed the furnishings, debris everywhere. Cold breeze blows out of the twin fireplaces in the south wall.
Does it look like this door to the east has been opened at all? Like, did anybody from, look like they, like the door's been opened? Like, well, I guess we would have seen them. So our question is, do we want to barricade this door so nobody can come in behind us? Or do we want to open this door and see what we see? Because we're getting close to where the fire was.
We'll also say that you saw the door to the northwest over here. You listened, you opened it.
Yeah.
And that one is a pantry. Ransacked. Nothing but smashed shelves, broken barrels, torn sacks.
So
skeletal remains of a male humanoid clad in rusty breastplate as well.
Okay. So if we go to the east, we're either going to find bodies or potentially find bodies or find where they've escaped to.
Yeah.
So do we want to just cross this bridge now, or do we want to put that on to think about so we can decide? Because, you know what I mean? Like, are they hanging out in there in a bubble? Like Groot grew the pixie or whatever, grew a bubble around them. They're sitting in there waiting for us to come up on us. Or do we just go in there, see what we see? If they're not in there, it doesn't look like they're in there, then we know they're somewhere else and we need to be extra cautious.
We will resolve that next time.
Yeah. All right. Everybody put on their thinking cap.
Or don't. That works for me too.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
How terrible would it be, though, to have cast silence and then catch on fire and then you can't scream to each other or what to do to get out of the room because
Yeah.
Well,
would
concentration
suck.
checks to maintain the silence, and then once they die,
That's
the
true.
silence becomes. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I just threw that out there as a funny. Yeah.
That would suck, though.
Yeah. I would assume, try again next Wednesday? Hopefully,
Yes.
hopefully this will finish it out.
Sure.
Okay.
Yes.
I will see y'all next time.
Loading calendar.
Okay, let me get my calendar out. So next Wednesday, I should be good to go. Wednesday. Where's my calendar? Where is it?
Oh no, Friday the 13th comes on a Wednesday.
Ah, so next Wednesday, 4 p.m. So 11, 13, 4 p.m. All right, I got it written down.
All right.
Everybody be thinking on what we're gonna do. Are we gonna go through the door? Or are we just gonna not
All
go
right.
through the door?
See you guys
Sweet.
next time.